Youth binge drinking linked to gut microbiome changes. Youth binge drinking linked to gut microbiome changes. You're listening to Technical News Reading, presented by Hakeem Alibokas Alexander on Spreaker, social podcasting, presented for World Reading Club in association with UniquilibriuM. This edition's reading focus comes to us from Medical Express and is titled Youth Binge Drinking Linked to Gut Microbiome Changes. It was published the day of this reading, February 2nd, 2023. At first we have a nice, what do they call these things again here? It's a graphic that has various different associations to binge drinking here. It's about the study, design, and outline, says the caption. The image description you can see on medicalexpress.com. Youth binge drinkers show alterations in the gut microbiome, a new study finds. The study of young people, conducted by researchers at APC Microbiome Ireland, based at University College Cork, UCC, found that alterations in the gut microbiome, microorganisms that live in the human digestive system and affect health, are linked with the common practice of binge drinking in young people. The study demonstrated that alterations in the microbiome were associated with poor ability to recognize emotions and the urge to consume alcohol. Published in eBiomedicine, the findings support evidence that the gut microbiome appears to regulate brain functioning and emotional functioning. 1 in 3 young Europeans frequently binge drink. Binge drinking is the most common pattern of alcohol misuse during adolescence in Western counties. 1 in 3 young Europeans engage in frequent binge drinking. I wonder if that's supposed to say in Western countries. Continuing. 1 in 3 young Europeans engage in frequent binge drinking. In Ireland, 60% of 18 to 24-year-olds report binge drinking on a monthly basis. Binge drinking is associated with increased risk of developing alcohol use disorder and experiencing cognitive alterations which may persist into adulthood. Alcohol and gut health. The study of 71 young people investigated the potential link between the gut microbiome and social cognition, impulsivity, and craving in young binge drinkers. Binge drinking was associated with distinct microbiome alterations and emotional recognition difficulties. Associations were found for several microbiome species linked to emotional processing and impulsivity. Researchers found a strong link with cravings and alterations in microbiome composition and neuroactive potential over time. These findings could help the development of novel dietary or probiotic interventions directed at improving early alcohol-related microbiota and cognitive alterations in young drinkers during the vulnerability period of adolescence. The gut microbiome regulates social and emotional cognition. The study builds on growing evidence in animal models that the microbiome is an important regulator of social and emotional cognition and extends it to human subjects. Dr. Carbia, lead author of the study, said, "By focusing on young adults at a crucial time of both brain and gut immune development, we identified gut microbiome alterations linked to binge drinking in young people. The microbiome composition showed associations with social cognition and impulsivity, adding support to the growing evidence that the gut microbiome plays a key role in brain and behavior. Changes in the gut microbiome composition and the neuroactive potential were associated with higher craving over time, constituting interesting candidates for early biomarkers of dependence." Professor John Cryan, Vice President for Research and Innovation, UCC, Principal Investigator, APC Microbiome Ireland, and the study's senior author, says, "This study demonstrates that the most common pattern of alcohol misuse during early adulthood is linked with gut microbiome alterations, even before an addiction develops. Furthermore, it highlights the importance of the gut microbiome in regulating craving, social cognition, and emotional functioning. The findings support the development of microbiota-targeted diets or interventions to positively modulate gut-brain communication during this vulnerable period of adolescence before an addiction develops." More information. Karina Carbia and others. The microbiome gut-brain axis regulates social cognition and craving in young binge drinkers. Published in eBiomedicine, 2023. This article is provided by University College Cork, UCC. You've been listening to Technical News Reading, presented by Hakeem Alibokis Alexander on Spreaker, social podcasting, presented for World Reading Club in association with UniquilibriuM. This edition's reading focus comes to us from Medical Express on medicalexpress.com. You can read this article and others like it for yourself by visiting medicalexpress.com. medicalexpress.com. That's medicalexpress.com. Youth binge drinking linked to gut microbiome changes.